Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy back with another video. Like, share, and subscribe. Well, today I'm going to do a reaction video of this teenager who has no idea she'd become pregnant at 14. Without further ado, let's hit it. Let's get it, y'all.
I had no idea I could get pregnant at 14. I thought she was lying at first. I get a good bunch of hate. Like, oh my gosh, you're 14. You're dumb. You're stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you think you're infertile or couldn't get pregnant? Why wasn't the option of not having the child even a thought?
Oh, I was actually shocked. I'm not ready. It was too early.
We sleep together on my bed in my room. I started co-sleeping when she was about 2 months.
Yeah, you can tell she's not ready to be a parent. She don't even have a crib for her baby. Just her and the baby sleeping on the same bed.
And I think it works best for me. My name is Grace, and I am 15 years old. When I fell pregnant, I was 14 years old. Hi, girl. What do you want to wear? Look at this.
Now you have 14-year-olds posing with a pregnant belly. Posing online with a pregnant belly. Well, like they have no shame in the world. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm 14 years old, and
you want to wear this one? My daughter is Delina, and she's 7 months. Delina's pretty active, you know. I think she's a fast grower. She's fast paced. I mean, she wants to crawl. She wants to do a lot. I didn't think I could get pregnant because in my
you didn't think you get pregnant. What did they not teach you sex class? I'm guessing they didn't. I mean, where's your parents that tell you that teach you the birds and the bees? I guess we don't have that anymore. We don't have parents teaching the children what happens after you have unprotected sex. I guess they're too afraid to explain to their young pupils about that.
In my mind, I thought I was infertile. Now, I don't know why, but it was like, there's no, and then also my age, I was like, now I had my period, but I was like, there's no way. So it's like, I guess I just put it in my mind, like, I'm infertile, I can't get pregnant. I was feeling so nauseous. I was like, you know what, let me just try to take a pregnancy test. I took that, and it came.
You can tell the public school system is jacked up. She said, I didn't think I can get pregnant. I didn't think once a guy busts nuts into me that I could ever get pregnant. That I'm not fertile. You're fertile. You're just getting started.
Really fast. And then I was like, what? But because I was in disbelief, I went ahead and took the second test. When the second round of tests confirmed, I got excited and I started hoping for a girl. I went ahead and called my boyfriend at the time, and he was like, what? You know, it's like, oh my gosh, we got to tell our mom, which I was not trying to tell our moms because I was scared. But he soon convinced me, and we ended up telling our mom. But he was pretty, like, shocked, too. My mom works third shift, and so I had to wait all the way till 12 for her to get back home. So as soon as she walks in the door, she's like, oh, you look so pretty. Why are you up? And I'm like, I didn't know I could get pregnant, but I think I'm pregnant. She was like, what? How didn't you know you could get pregnant? How are you pregnant? What? People around me was kind of like, what? That's crazy. But they weren't necessarily my friends, so everybody was kind of just shocked.
What did you think when Grace said that she was pregnant?
I didn't believe it at first until I actually seen it in real life. Like, I really seen the belly popping. It's amazing.
Now, bro, I hope you learn from your sister and not mess up your future by getting a chick pregnant. I hope you don't do that, sir. Because if you do, watch out. You're gonna get hit up for child support.
And the way she take care of the baby is amazing too.
I came back from
school and she told all of us that she was pregnant.
Oh my God. He talking about the way she take care of the baby is amazing. Why? By not having a baby, by not buying the baby a crib, but by just having her on the same bed as her because she can't afford to buy a crib yet. That's well, yeah, he's up there saying that she's doing an amazing job of taking care of the kid. She's too damn young, sir.
And I thought she was lying at first, but she showed us all the proof. But I still thought she was lying until a few months later.
The birth was crazy. It gets 10 centimeters dilated and it's time to push, which was kind of scary, but I did end up getting the epidural. It comes to a point where my baby actually has a shoulder dystocia and her arm gets stuck. And so like
an epidural meaning that it helps to numb the pain after pregnancy. After the baby comes out, it helps numb the pain.
Doctors come in and they're like trying to pull out the baby, and it's this crazy thing, and I'm so overwhelmed because I can't move because like the epidural numbs you, and so I'm like, oh my gosh. And then when they finally take the baby out, she's not crying, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with the baby? And then she starts crying eventually, but she did have to spend some time in the NICU. Now I have a routine for my mornings. I can't just lay in bed all day. Like I have to actually start to get up now. First couple weeks was hard, the newborn, and I'm crying, and I felt like I was going crazy for a little minute. But as she grew older, I definitely started to adapt to motherhood, and I started to learn who my baby was and what she wanted and what she didn't like. And yeah, I feel like I've adapted pretty good. So we're feeding Delina mango with carrot and then some yogurt. I feel like the biggest changes I've had to make was probably not going out as much. I used to go out a lot with people. I still do go out, but now I gotta be cautious.
You going out at 13 years old? I mean, at 14 years old? That's the problem. You go out way too much and not focusing on your schoolwork. You focus on some other shit.
Just when I get back and when my baby goes to sleep, me and Delina's dad are not together. My family's my biggest support, but her dad helps as well.
I like hanging out the.
Oh, so they're not together, but he helps sometimes. That's great. You would think he'll be there like every second of the day if he's not working or you would think they'll have you would think they'd be living together, but of course that's not the case.
The baby a lot. We usually play on the bed, like baby games.
She helps me out a lot. Like most of the times when I'm like doing something, she'll like hold her, or just when I need some alone time, she'll like go and help me and play with her and stuff. I'm going to lay her down so I can start homeschool. School, we never went together. So I decided that homeschooling was going to just be the best option. I needed something flexible if I was going to be a full-time mom. It's a little hard, but I just try to make a routine because I've learned that if I make.
Now, let me repeat a line that I heard years ago on a syndicated radio show. Life is tough, but it's a lot tougher when you're stupid.
A routine, and I know when my baby goes down and when I have to put her for her nap, I can make a schedule where I'm also able to balance my work. If I see people going to prom, I'm missing kind of out on that, and also getting to socialize how everybody else is getting to socialize. That's definitely something big, but I definitely knew that was going to take a toll on me if I went to school pregnant with a big stomach in middle school.
I bet you the child's father's not missing out. He gets to go to prom with another girl. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I like it because I'm not socializing. I'm not being judged. Spend the night with me as a teen mom with a 3-month-old. I always
wrong. You are getting judged, ma'am. You are as long as you're willing to put your business out there online, you are going to get judged more than a little bit.
Always had a platform even before I gave birth, and then when my baby was born, I had posted like my body postpartum, and everybody was like, "What? Oh my gosh, you look so good postpartum." And I think that kind of
that's postpartum shit. They like to use that card.
Encouraged me to start, doing little get readies with me on TikTok and stuff. Get ready with me.
TikTok.
And the baby that I had at 14 years old.
TikTok, the cesspool of social media. The cesspool of all platforms.
It was a good bunch of hate. But I was like, I'm going to put this out there for the teenage girls that are pregnant or mothers to be encouraged to just love motherhood.
No, hold on.
But it's just
no. Yeah, you should advise them against having children when you're a teenager. You should advise them against that, but not embrace it. Not embrace motherhood at a young age. See that's why I rip Gen Z people. Because they got life all twisted.
It's hard in general. Just being young and still being in school makes it like 10 times as hard. Okay, so I'm gonna read a couple.
No, you can be young and still being in school as long as you don't have a kid. If you have a kid, that's what makes life harder. Man.
Oh, it's you guys. Such a shame. Why would you think you're infertile or couldn't get pregnant? Why wasn't the option of not having the child even a thought instead of, I hope it's a girl? So basically they're saying you should have. Yup.
Oh, yeah. And you want to know one thing? Her mama failed her. Not her dad, her mom failed you. It starts from the top down. Since the father's not in the house, the mom had a close eye on her daughter, and she was loose as a goose. And here comes the baby. So yeah, the mom failed her.
Young as heck, fast as heck, not even with the father, goofy. I get a good bunch of hate. It's like, oh my gosh, you're 14, you're dumb, you're stupid. Why would you do that?
How does that make you guys feel? See that she's getting that kind of stuff on her?
I feel like even as young, we don't know much about like protecting yourself, and you never learn how to do any of that. You will still get to that place. So I feel like people shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Nah, I bet you the siblings, right? I bet you the siblings behind her back saying she's a stupid motherfucker. She's a stupid motherfucker for getting pregnant. And they're learning from her mistakes.
You know, take that in, like, as her for, like, how it's supposed to be, because she already know what she's doing right. And as a mother, there's nothing wrong with whatever she's doing.
I don't take it personal because I'm like, okay, this is kind of funny. But I've definitely never had one that really, like, touched me, like, oh my gosh, this hurts my feelings. I never really was like that. My friend Nova is coming over. At first, when she found out I was pregnant, she was pretty shocked. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, fine. How are you? So what did it take you so long?
What is up with that Kool-Aid red hair and those and that Velcro attached to her forehead? If I call them Velcros. And look at this lady here with a mini throat mural. Oh, yeah, you can tell they be hanging out a lot.
For me to find out that you were pregnant and nobody told me.
I just felt like you were gonna judge me, and so I just didn't want you to know for a little minute because I was scared of just the judgment.
I was actually shocked until I actually seen it with my eyes, and I was like, oh, she was actually pregnant and she actually gave birth. I was like, maybe I'm not ready. maybe that was too early, and I was kind of worried about your health too because something could have happened while giving birth. Was you worried when you found out you was pregnant, or was you worried to become a mom?
Yeah, I guess I was worried a little bit about my future, but then when the baby actually came, then I was like, okay, I think I got this, you know.
So what struggles did you go through when you was pregnant and right after she was born?
The struggles, I would say, I was just crying. I was just emotional, the hormones. And then after she was born, just having to wake up in the morning and wake up at night to feed her and take care of her. And it took a lot of my time the first couple weeks, but I'm adapting. So
I think you're actually doing great. I'm actually like super surprised because at your age,
Some of them damn
not a lot of
eyelashes.
teens can actually do that, and you're doing way more than a lot of moms are doing. Yeah, I'm proud of you. She's you.
Well, no, a lot of moms are a lot smarter. They started like after they're established, not when they're 13, 14 years old. So fuck what she talking about.
I'm going to definitely spoil my baby, but I also want her to be, you know, I want her to be respectful at the same time. So I want to be able to give her the life that I never had and grow her up in a way I didn't get.
Give her the life that you never had. You all have that mindset when you're in your mid-20s. Not in your mid-teens, ma'am. In your mid-20s. Talking about, I want to give my baby the life that I never had. Good luck with that.
Chance to grow up.
What do you say to a 14-year-old Delina? She comes up to you and says, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant.
I would definitely be shocked. And I would also question my parenting because I'm like, what did I do wrong? But I would understand things do happen. And I definitely would give her my all support and, you know, see what she wants to do. Being Delina's mom.
And as the cycle continues, my friend, then her daughter, God forbid, but her daughter might have a kid at 14, and then that's going to make her a 28-year-old grandmother. Look out, y'all.
Definitely changed my life. Forced me to kind of say, like, you need to grow up and you need to put that aside and, like, value motherhood. I definitely do want more kids. I love my siblings so much, so I would definitely want more kids because I want Delina to build a bond with her sister or brother. So those who judge me, I would probably say, don't judge someone before you get to know them.
You forget about that. You're going to get judged as long as you keep putting your information, putting your story out there. They can either praise you or criticize you. That's how it goes. And you gotta love how the media is pushing single parenthood instead of a traditional family setting. I noticed that the media's been doing that a lot, especially when you see either the NBA draft or the NFL draft. You only see the female representation on there next to the male athletes, and not enough fathers. You know, especially in the black community. I see that like every single year, and until I make it a point to not watch that shit ever again, because it's getting too mind-numbing and redundant. You know what I mean? So good luck to this teenager. I don't wish nothing bad for her. I wish her the best. But it's too early. But again, it's way too early for these teens to have children. Anyway, that's the video. Y'all let me know what you think. Like, share, and comment, and I'll see you later.